This series is so much fun. The action is so dynamic, and I love the world building of it. So just fantastic job.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
How has Master Chief evolved from the events for the of the first season going into season two?
Well, geez, he went through so much in the first season. It's we, there was a lot of growth there, a lot of new experience, obviously for a person who is at the beginning of sort of their journey as a human being in discovering who he is, kind of underneath the armor and underneath the reputation of the Master Chief. So all of that has affected him. Obviously, we end the first season with. Cortana kind of taking over his consciousness and helping him and Silver Team out of a jam. Um, and we open the second season with a bit of a time jump. It's been about 6 months that have taken place since the end of the first season, beginning of the second. And at the beginning of the second season, Cortana is gone. She's been taken out of him, and we don't quite know why. And it takes a few episodes to unravel what happened in the time jump and why she was taken from him. But it gives him time at the beginning of the season to sort of wrestle with what it meant to him to have a partner, to have somebody who helped him and made his job easier, and what it means now to be alone. And we get to see him kind of wrestle with all those ideas. In the meantime, the Silver Team is stuck on some distant planet doing mop-up duty that they feel is below them, and everybody's in a bad mood, and he's just trying to hold things together. And as soon as we meet the new boss of the Silver Team, well, the head of ONI, Joseph Ackerson, has taken over the whole Spartan program. And when we meet him, we immediately realize why they're sequestered to some distant planet, but we still don't know why. And it similarly takes John, Master Chief, a few episodes to figure out what his intentions are and why he's dealing with the war the way he is.
I love the dynamic between you two characters. That is so much fun to watch. What lessons did you guys learn from the audience reaction to season one that have been the most valuable going into season two?
Oh, so much, I think from early on in seeing how people respond to the show, you get a sense of what people feel is successful and what they don't feel is successful. And then for the people that hired me to do this job, it's up to them to decide what elements they want to change in relation to approach and what elements they don't. And so things that have definitely improved from season one to season two. We have a great new showrunner, David Weiner, who's creating a world. The vision of the Halo universe will be his for the second season, and we're trying to do our best job of making bringing his vision to reality. And I think the biggest switch from one to two, or improvement from one to two, is a tonal shift. Um, it's darker, it's more mysterious. The way that we handle the action sequences is different. There's a lot more subjective. They feel a lot more subjective. You're kind of put into the battle with the characters instead of seeing it from a distance. And I think it's a far more effective way to treat the battle sequences. And in general, that tonal shift, I think, is the biggest change that just makes it feel a little bit deeper and a little bit more mysterious and a little bit more interesting. And you're you're struggling harder to figure out what everybody's ulterior motives are. And when you're dealing with a universe like this, where there's political intrigue and people are making power moves, and you have subtle character shifts within that approach is just, I think, more effective for this universe.
I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I can't wait for more people to see season two because it's so much fun.
Thank you, Caitlin. Really appreciate it.